Okay, so we're recording just so that those who are not able to join us tonight can still reap the benefits.
Yeah.
So anyways, so thank y'all so much for coming on. I'm super excited about this. I think you saw on my post on our Boundless page that this is our first team call, y'all.
Yay.
I'm so excited. So basically what this looks like, normally at 8 Central, we have our team Dream Big team call. If you've seen me put announcements up about those. And so that's something that happens every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. And those are really, really great for just information and things pertinent to our team and training and all those kind of things. But so I want to work around those. I don't want to take away from those because there's so much good information. And we also jump back and forth with Team Courage, which you may have heard referred to before. And that is our kind of like our upline team. So basically what happened was Summer Tucker, who you have probably seen in videos and things. Summer she is Kristen's upline. Hi, Liz. And I can't tell who's joining us on the phone. Oh, somebody was on the phone and then they went away. Okay.
It was me.
Oh, you were? Okay. I was like, I don't recognize that number. I felt so
it
bad.
was me.
I was like, I want to make sure that I welcome everybody, but
Yeah.
so that is our normal Tuesday night calls, and those are really, really great. Like the National Wake Up calls on Monday mornings. Those are really, really great for information and training, and just to kind of get really, really good practical tips from, just coaches that are higher up than me. So because I really want you to get those for sure. But tonight, I don't want to keep you super, super long because I know that we also have the 8 o'clock call happening right after this. That I'm really excited about. So hopefully we'll be growing our team even more. I think I have seven people in there and that are going to be checking out that call at 8 o'clock. So I will be mindful of our time. But basically tonight, I just want to kind of give y'all some real quick housekeeping type things. Organization, because I'm an emerald, if you've done your GEMS test. And let's see.
Me too.
You're in, okay. So Liz L. Okay, everybody, this is Liz J too. Liz J, Liz L, and Hope.
Yeah. You can see me?
What?
Okay.
Yes,
I can't.
I can see
Okay.
you. Yes, I can see you. You look precious.
I know what I'm doing.
You can pull off caps like nobody's business. Liz J, by the way, is going to be going emerald here on Thursday. So
Nice.
I know, so exciting. So anyway, just organization as an emerald, half pearl. And it's funny because I think a lot of the people on our team are like either exactly that or just emerald straight. But organization was key for me. And so I just wanted to kind of help y'all because I know that when I first started, I was talking to Hope. We were talking about this, like all of the information and where is it and how do I find it and what do I do now and how do I keep it all straight?
Yeah.
And Liz Jackson, I don't think that we have even really gotten to go over, like I've sent you some things, but like I just really wanted to sit all of us down together and go over this. So because I'm sharing it with you does not by any means mean that you have to do it this way. I just want to show you what has worked for me and what has helped me get where I am. So first of all, your list. And I believe everyone has their list. It's one of the things that I sent. So take out your list and put a great big number 1 on it. That's your friend right now. And that's how I first started out, was literally sitting down with my friends list on Facebook and writing down names like from A all the way down. And I didn't discount anyone. And because you just never know. Hi, baby girl. You never know who is going to need what you have. And I was just reading a really interesting blog post just a little while ago, actually, from another coach. I don't even know where she's from or what team she's on, but I was looking for some information and she popped up. But she was talking about, like, yes, you want to write everybody down, but don't just automatically say, oh, this is a potential customer. Like, because what we're about is not selling, but building that relationship and that trust and that consistency. And that's it, because people know, like, we've all talked about that. Like, people know when you're being sincere and when you're being legit. Old friends from high school, college, like, I went through and reconnected, and it was really funny. I used that kind of as an excuse to, like, just reconnect with people. I had felt really, really strongly about that. I really wanted to do that more. And so just, if you can kind of change the way that you think, like, I'm not bugging these people, I'm going to offer them something that's really, really amazing. And you never know who from your past is going to end up joining your team someday. I mean, like, okay, so Hope and Liz, y'all were both friends from Del Rio. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Hope we were in church together, and Liz was my backyard neighbor on base. And Liz Lopez she was one of my leads. She was given to me. She was gifted by the Lord. Yeah. Like, I know, I love it so much. She was gifted to me by Beachbody and God. So I am 100% sure of that. So
it's divine intervention.
It is divine intervention. And like, I can't tell you how excited I was about that. Like, not only were you one of my first, like, leads that actually would talk to me and then didn't think I was just trying to stalk you and, like, get money out of you.
Lady.
You were also, you are my first lead that ended up a coach. So that's fun. So you never know, guys. I'm just saying. You're my case study.
Hey.
I love it. In love, obviously. Okay, so your list. I made a number. So I made my list on paper, and then because I like to check off things and have things, all of the numbers and everything, I made a numbers chart. Like, on my computer, I have a Mac. And so either numbers or Excel or whatever you want to use. You want to use Google Docs, spreadsheet that you can look on. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull this up. I call it my follow-up tracker. Hold on. Why is this doing this? Okay. Sorry, I have a lot of things pulled up right now. Okay, can y'all see that? Okay. So basically this is my hot, and it's big because it's what I go off of. So my hot up here, my hot list is people that I'm talking to right now. Then I have a separate, like, tab. This is my warm list, which is what I'm working off of, like, that have said either not now or, contact me another time or something. And then this is my cold list. This is my new contacts that I have not contacted yet. So those are my big three. I have a tab for previous challengers. I have a tab for people who have told me they are flat out not interested, but I don't want to delete them unless they say, do not contact me again. But I want to make sure that I still have them on here so that you never know. I mean, you follow up with people and you show interest and you add value, and then all of a sudden they're ready. So if we come out with new programs, I make lists of, like, who's interested in those. These are old, obviously. This is all the way back to Country Heat. And then crickets. These are people that I have not heard back a word from. So my current coaches that are not in a group are on my hot list, as well as people that I'm talking to this month and waiting on orders and that kind of thing. I have my coaching invites. I have my leads that I keep track of here. And then here are my current challengers. Like these people are in our group right now. So that's how I stay organized. I'll put that back up again. I'm sorry. So across the top, I have name, last contact. That's just the last time I talked to them, how I talked to them. Like this is Facebook message on like, these are current challengers. Sorry. So yeah, it was Facebook message on, that was yesterday morning. And then I do a note, like just something about them. Like this is, Danielle's going to be wanting to go into our March group coming up in a few weeks. If I've sent them a video and need to check, it's close to their name, like check back, that kind of thing. So note, how known, how I know them to keep them straight. Like pertinent info about them. A need comes from like a goal that they have when I start talking to them, and struggles, like specific, I'm struggling with nutrition, or I'm struggling with being consistent. Their why, like why are they wanting to do this? Any objections that they come across. This is to keep me, this is what they've committed to, like which groups they've committed to. The specific program, so that I know, hey, how's Core to Force going for you? You know, that kind of thing. The last thing that we talked about in our follow-up, these I'll say check-ins because that's the last thing that I did for my current challengers. And then what they need from me, what I need to follow up with them about. And this is just like what we just talked about, what we're going to talk about next. So that's how I organize my people. I'm sorry, I know that was like super quick and I ran through that. But I can send y'all, if I haven't already, I can send y'all those headers. If that's what you want to do. Like some people are strictly like, I want a notebook and I want to write people down and I want to be able to turn the page and write people down. Like sometimes that's good. Or there's other types of things that you can use. Like there's websites and like organizational websites. TeamZ is one that you might have heard of people using, and it actually so there's other things. Like if you're looking for something, if that's not going to work for you, and you want to figure out something, I kind of made that up. Like I think it was a spreadsheet that Summer Tucker had created, and I found on some website in some training way back when. And I just tweaked it to make it work for me. But if you're wanting something different, let me know if you're having trouble finding something, and we can work that out. But being organized and keeping track of who you talk to when and what you need to talk to next, and it just keeps people from falling through the cracks. So on Sundays, I take that chart and I go through and I find my people that I want to. I look at my the Power of 3 planner that I sent you, that the worksheet. Mm-hmm. There's lots of different trackers. So that's my follow-up tracker. Like that's my contacts list. And then I have a tracker that is weekly. Like these are my people this week that I'm focusing on. So that Power of 3 really breaks it down to just bare bones. Like I'm going to add 3 people to my friends list. I'm going to invite 3 people. I'm going to connect with 3 people, and I'm going to follow up with 3 people. And it really it helped me to have those, to be able to write a name in those blanks. And so there's also the business activity tracker, the BAT. If you've seen that, maybe that's in the back office, I believe. This is what worked for me is I used the Power of 3 tracker. Hi, Anna. It's sister. Welcome, girl. So that Power of 3 tracker, I actually was always every week I would print that out, and I would sit down on Sunday and take my contacts and transfer people over into my tracker every Sunday, just so I would go into the week with a plan. And then I couldn't tell myself, oh, I don't know who to talk to today. Like it's there, like it's done. Martha, these are the people that you need to talk. And I would check it off because that makes me so happy. That's my little emerald there going on. But I recently, at the beginning of the year, and this is one of the things that I wanted to share with you because it's even some, like, I'm going to say this a million times. I'm all about simplifying because there's lots of things we can do to make ourselves busy, but it's not going to be the best use of our time. Like, there's lots of good things that we can do, but that's how like I get in my brain and I get busy with a bunch of things and then I get overwhelmed and then I stop doing everything. So, I went and found, this is one of the Happy Planner. I don't know if you've ever seen these. They sell them at Michael's. And I think online as well. You can buy them online. The hardest part is figuring out what you want it to look like because there's a million covers. But I love this planner. I literally just found this at the beginning of the year. So I've used this since January. So this is a new thing for me too. I'm always tweaking and always learning. I don't know if you can see this or not. Sorry, it's kind of dark. So I have my monthly, like the big picture. And like, look, I have in here, like, this is when back in February, this is the 21-day group that started the last Monday in February. I have my live coaching sneak peek. I have a 21-day group starting here, those kind of things. And I have all of the big picture stuff written in here. And then I have my weekly here. And what I did is I took the power of 3 and I broke down these boxes. Here's add, here's connect, here's invite, and here's follow up. And then I have any notes that I have. I have a little checklist for myself because you'll hear one of the big things about the essential behaviors. Is that what I'm not saying it right? There's 4. I can't think of the words right now. But being a product of the product, inviting, personal development, and recognition. You'll hear those all over the place. So this is my product of the product section right there. I have my workout, my shake, and my personal development. So that's two of my 4 in like essential behaviors of a coach. And then my invite essential behavior is right there. And then I make sure that at least once a week, if not more often, I'm doing a shout out or recognizing someone either in a challenge group or one of y'all. I was super excited I love it when I open up my back office and I see different things that I can be like, oh yes, I get to write a shout out. Like, it makes me so happy. And it speaks to me. It's one of those love languages. Like, I love to do it. I don't know if everybody loves to receive that, but it's something that is really great. And it really takes very little effort and it makes people really, really happy. So, basically I just write at least 3 people from my contacts list in here on Sunday. And then I have no excuse. I go through. So what my power hour, does anybody have any questions? I hope I'm like not going crazy. Liz has a planner going.
I've already got the planner.
I love it. I love it. See, this is what makes me so happy too, is because I love all of our different personalities and how they're coming together, and how, like, Liz L, I think we were the ones that we were talking about like the outreach and like how I feel like we're like our little team. Well, don't even get me started on Dream Big because it's ginormous. And don't even get me started on Team Courage because that's even like ginormouser. But if you think about like just our little, and I call it our little, but that's like an endearing thing. Like it's way bigger to me than like little. But Team Boundless for me is like, it's like totally a realization. And the fact that we're doing this right now, like I just can't tell you, like I'm so excited. But just that we have so much outreach potential, y'all. Like, not only are we all in all different parts of the country, but we are coming from different walks of life and different ways of doing things and different ways that we think about things and different ways that we can reach people. And I love that so much. So, please, like I said, don't take this as like, oh, well, that's what Martha does, so that's what I have to do. If it doesn't work, I don't want you to do it. I'm just giving you the recipe. You're going to hear that a lot too. Follow the recipe and it works. There's a reason. There's a reason why it's there. So my power hour looks probably it's going to look different depending on how much time you have, to devote in your day. B, what your goal is. I'm holding up numbers and I'm saying letters at the same time. Like that's multitasking. What your goal is, like how fast do you want to advance? How fast do you want to climb? And like I've said before, you tell me and we'll get you there. I'm not going to push. I'm not going to pull. I'm not going to tell you, okay, Hope, it's time to go. Like I can't do it for you and I can't want it. I can't want it so bad that you're going to do it. Like you got to want it and it's up to you. And that's the beauty of it, because then when you do it, you're like, yes, look what I did. Yes, we have help. And yes, obviously all of those things, but that sense of accomplishment is just so awesome, because it really doesn't, like I can give you the tools, but it really is up to you. So depending on how much time you have to devote and how much you want, how fast you want to grow is how much you're going to invite and how much you're going to follow up. If you, a lot of people get tripped up because they think they're talking to a lot more people than they actually are. Like, that's why I like this model, because it's like, oh, I know that I have my 3 every day. And if I get those 3, then I'm moving along. And there's no room for me to go like, I don't know. Did I talk to any, like, how many people did I invite this week? I don't know. It's here on my paper. And it's just this record of how I'm doing. It's kind of like Success Club. Like those Success Club points, nobody's a number and nobody's a dollar sign, but it's just a good way to judge how fast, how close you are to your goals and how quickly you're moving forward according to those goals. So depending on how much time you have, I do, you can build a business in an hour or 2. And that doesn't have to be a solid hour or 2 sitting down and like, don't like nobody else bother me. No, I'm doing this for just 2 hours. I'm Kristen, if you ever heard Kristen talk about her power hour, I think she does like 30 minutes or an hour, like really, really early in the morning. First thing, she does her personal development, and then she's off to answering messages. I like to do what my day looks like. And I'm just going to tell you what I do so that you can have kind of something to build that on. I get up, try to snooze as little as possible, but I do my workout first. And then I start, I do my morning post right after my workout. And you'll learn more about posting and when the best times to do that, and when your audience is going to be best and that kind of thing. There's a time and a place for that, I promise. But that's when I do my morning post, and I do my personal development then, 10 to 15 minutes every day, reading something. It's one of the vital behaviors. There it is. That's the word I'm looking for. Somebody was trying to tell me that. I know that, and I just didn't hear. One of the vital behaviors for a reason, because you can't pour into people if you're empty. So something to read. I started, the very first book I read was The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That is a great book to start out with. The one that I'm finishing up right now, excuse my language, is Get Over Your Damn Self. And it is a great book. You have to get past some colorful words that she uses. Liz, I don't know how far you are in that book.
I'll start it. I've been bad about reading.
That's okay. You will, like, you do have to get past the language, and it's not like constant, but I'm just warning you, but it is an excellent book for like practical. She gives you like, this is what you say to this person if you say this. It's like having another script.
Okay.
It's a great book. So I suggest starting out with Compound Effect. And then the second book, if you're looking to go, like, let's go and let's take this and let's go for it. And let's build something. that's the second book that I suggest is Get Over Your Damn Self. And I can't pronounce her name. So I will, oh yes, there we go. Romy. Newsstand.
I have no idea.
If you look it up on Amazon, you'll find it, I promise. So personal development, one of my first things with my devotional time, I do my devotional first, right after my workout, and I have my coffee, and then I do my personal development, 10 or 15 minutes. It doesn't have to be a lot. Another good thing is, like, during the day, if you're driving a lot or you're doing laundry or dishes or something, podcasts are really great. Listen to the National Wake Up Call. That's like Team Beachbody has their own podcast, and that's a great. I very rarely get to actually sit down and listen, like at 10 o'clock Central Time, to the National Wake Up Call. But the podcast is my friend. So I do that. And that's personal development, because you're developing your brain and you're learning something. It's just something that's going to feed your heart, your soul, your mind. That's what personal development is. And then after that, I'm usually getting the girls up, ready for school. We hit the road, come home. And I make my shake while I'm making their breakfast, and I take it with me when I go to take them to school. And then as soon as I get home, after I've talked to my mother, because I talk to her every day, after I get off the phone with her, I'm starting my Power Hour. And I do the hardest thing first: eat the frog. That's another good book, Eat That Frog. I invite first, because it scares me. And like, it's still like, there are still things I'm like, how do I say this? And so I invite first, and then I do my follow-ups and connect. When I say connect, invites and follow-ups is pretty self-explanatory. Connect is like bringing people from your cold market into, like, you hear people like filling your funnel. Like, think about, like, here's the people that I'm working down into, like, I'm sending them order instructions and that kind of thing. But up here in my funnel, I have new people, and this is my cold market. These are the people that I haven't talked to in years, or these are people that, I haven't connected with, new friends on Facebook, that kind of thing. So I connect. And then I'm always trying to just move people down into the funnel. But you're constantly having to fill that funnel so that you can have people to invite. One good thing that I like, part of my planner concept, is that as I'm working on people in this week, I can turn the page to next week, and I'm already ready to, like, I need to follow up with that person. I just sent them a video of a workout, and so I want to follow up with them on Wednesday. And so I just pencil them in on Wednesday, and it's already ready, and I don't forget. So I do my invites first. That Invite 101 PDF file that I sent you is my Bible. Literally, I still use it to this day. It's a step-by-step. Like, this is how you connect with someone. This is how you invite, and all the different kinds of invites. That helped me a lot. A lot of that, like that document came from the Google Drive with Kristen's website. But I tweaked it, and I sent you what I use now. So that's adding on my thoughts. Make it sound like you. Your friends know if that doesn't sound like Anna, like, that doesn't sound like her. I don't know. So they know. So make it sound like you, but use that. Like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to know everything to say. Like, find something and make it sound like you, and make it pertinent to them, and boom, you're good. You're thinking, invite to what? Like, okay, what am I inviting to exactly? So our next 21-day group that I am running, which is the best way to for you to kind of get your feet under you, and what does a group look like, and that kind of thing, is to plug into that. And then anyone that gets a challenge pack from you you plug them into that group as well. Does that make sense? Like, so you are getting to learn what it looks like to lead a group, and your challengers are also already getting into a group, if that makes any sense. And then when you're ready and you feel comfortable, then y'all can pair off and go run groups together. That's a great way to do it because you don't have to do it on your own. Or if you're like, hey, I got this, I'm good, then I will help you get started in your own groups. Free groups are great. My push partner is Melissa Baer in Dream Big, and she's wonderful. And she and I, we're working on planning a 5-day Shakeology for dinner group, so people can purchase just the packets of Shakeology, and just do a 5-day real quick little group and be done. So we're working on that. I will get you more information about that. I'm going to have to even check exactly what the date on that is. But my 21-day groups are always the 4th Monday of the month. And just keep in mind that shipping and orders, and like from the time they order, it takes about a week. So that's the time frame that you're looking at as far as like inviting and giving them all the information. When you're following up, that you also need to make sure you know how to send people order information. And that's the step-by-step sign-up information document that I sent. I think that is about it. The Invite 101 and the sign-up documents, those are good to copy and paste into your notes, like on your phone. I have that in my notes on my phone so that like if I'm out and I get a message like I want to order now, like I can be like, okay, here's how you do it. Because you don't want to have to think about like, okay, what do I like? What's the next step? What's the first step to order Shakeology? That kind of stuff. So,
Hey, Martha, can I stop you real quick with that?
Yes.
Anna went to try to sign up a girl with the 21-day fix challenge pack yesterday, and it wasn't working at all. Like no matter what she did, like it wasn't going through. Can it sometimes just be the system?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes they do get, that is weird.
Okay.
Yeah. They get that the system is down, and that does happen sometimes. And a lot of times if you totally close out your browser, sometimes you have to completely close out your browser and then like restart.
Okay.
If they're still having trouble, let me know.
Okay. And I can look into it too. She just tried, Anna, you said yesterday you tried a few times. Okay.
Yeah. So, awesome.
I know.
Awesome. That's so great. I'm so excited. So, and like I said, okay, so I'm getting a little notification up here. For some reason, it's saying my remaining meeting time is like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So if it closes off, I promise we'll make this work. But that is pretty much all that I have. I know I just threw a lot of information at you, but I hope that it's like useful and stuff that if it doesn't like mean something to you right now, like later on, you're going to be like, oh, okay, well, that's where that was. If you have any questions about, I know Hope, we went over some back office stuff today when we were talking. If you have any questions about that, if you have any questions about invites or objections that people are giving you, how to contact people, like I haven't talked to this person in forever, like how do I do that? Any of those like little things, I promise I am an open book. There's nothing like ask Liz. there's nothing that you can ask me that I'd be like, I don't think so. I mean, anything from finances. I mean, how much do you make in a month, or anything. So I'm here to help you. I'm super excited. I'm gonna get on this week. I want to get like just real focused on like our goals and like what each one of you wants specifically. I want to talk to each one of you about like, where do you see like Liz Jackson is going to be enrolled on Thursday. I have a feeling that Anna is probably not far behind her. I know that both you and Liz and Hope, I know that you both have expressed to me that you're like, I want to get my Shakeology paid for. I want to and that you just want to help people and you want to go. And so as long as I know what you want, I mean, if you want, I want to be Emerald by, I don't know, by May, that's totally doable. Liz Jackson, Diamond by the end of the year. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. You watch Anna. There's some untapped potential up in Alaska. Like, she's gonna get it fast.
I'm so yeah. So, I'm super excited about this, y'all. This just happened. Like this right here. Like this has been in the past month. I'm not kidding you. And if that can happen, if that can take off, and y'all are seeing it start, it's really great. So. Any questions? Y'all are awesome. Don't hesitate. Let me know. And we'll be talking.
Yeah.
Yay.
And then Martha, we're able to get on the call tonight as well, right?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Did you get the link to that?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
That's a little bit.
Good stuff. Y'all take care. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. And we'll be in touch, okay?
Okay. Bye, ladies.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.